Hey everyone, Paulie here from HardDrive Radio, and I'm having a great time sitting down with Harry and Griff from the band SHVPES.
What's up?
We've been talking about the music you guys wrote for your latest album, Greater Than, out now. And one of the songs I wanted to ask you about was Rain, because you did that with a buddy of mine.
Yeah, Matt Heafy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From Trivium.
Yes, he is in fact in Trivium, yeah.
Tell us about writing that and working with him.
So, where to start? So he took us out on our first ever European tour. And we kind of I'd met him a couple of times before that and stuff, and we were like buddies, whatever. And he said to us on the last night of the tour, if we ever wanted a feature from him, like a solo or like vocals or whatever, just hit him up. And at that point we hadn't written the song, so I was kind of like, yeah, we'll try and write him in somewhere. And we started coming up with this. We came up with that song Rain. We called it Rain because it was raining outside. It's just a working title. And it didn't.
That is literally why he's called Rain.
And then we ended up keeping it because I sent him the demo, and he was like, I was like, we're not nicking your name, because obviously the second track on Ascendancy is Rain. So I was like, we're not nicking the name of the song. He's like, no, dude, it's wicked. I was like, fuck it, we'll call it Rain then. It's nothing to do with the song, but it's just a homage to him, and it's actually the working title of the song. But we couldn't actually find a place for him on the record, and we didn't want to just
throw him in there.
Yeah, crowbar him into the record just to have him on. And then when we went for a pre-production, our producer kind of was like, oh, let's chill it out in this section. Like let's not make it so high octane all the time. And this kind of trap hip hoppy section opened up, and I was like, let's get him on that. That's the coolest thing we could do. I didn't want to just
put
get
him
in
somewhere you just never
conventional
expect
screaming
it.
And stuff.
Yeah.
So I wrote this kind of like rappy but screamed verse, and sent it over to him. He loved it. Sent me back like 30 different takes of it, and we just ganged them all up, so it kind of sounds like a wall of Matt. But people seem to not be able to tell where he is on the record.
Yeah.
So loads of people think it's like guitar. I was looking at the YouTube comments the other day. People are like, I don't get it. You're like, what, the big section where his fucking voice comes in? What are you on about?
I mean, you don't get it.
But no, he's a legend, man. I got so much time for that dude.
Yeah. Such a nice dude, man. Such a nice guy.
He's one of the greatest people in the business, and I love every chance I get to talk with him. He's always
proper
a great
genuine guy, man.
Totally.
He's got time for everyone, and I really appreciate that, especially in this kind of industry and stuff.
It's weird, it was weird fighting him, because he does loads of jiu-jitsu and he'd be training out on the road and
literally
stuff.
Fighting him.
So it's like, I've got a fucking Trivium tattoo on the back of my neck. Like growing up, they were the band that got me into screaming music. And we're like friends now and stuff, but you turn up there and you're like, right, so I'm just gonna get you in a headlock, am I? Or it's a bit weird. All right, fuck it. Yeah. Whatever suits you, mate.
On your travels, you get to meet a lot of other people like yourselves, professional musicians, people who are just doing it because they love it and they can't do anything else. Who are some of the more genuine people you've met on the road?
Padge from Bullet for My Valentine.
Oh man, yeah.
He is an
absolute
shout out to Padge, because that man is one of the kindest men ever in metal.
Yeah, I've got a lot of love for him. The Era guys on this tour are really, really sweet guys.
Yeah, they're great.
I'm trying to think what other tours we've done.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the people.
Of Mice and Men are the sweetest dudes on the planet.
Yeah.
That's like an example of how I want to be when bands support us and stuff. Like so all of them, they're just fucking great.
And
dudes.
they genuinely just love it. Like you can see they just they turn up to shows and they're just so excited to just be there, and they haven't lost that, which is it is inspiring really, because it just shows never lose that passion and excitement in what you do, because as soon as you stop enjoying yourself, then it's kind of it can be really hard, especially with touring. So of Mice guys, great guys.
One of the things we like to ask about in this show is the moments on the road where things just go completely wrong. We call them the Spinal Tapian moments, and everyone's got them, the horror stories where things just go off the rails.
Shudder.
Yeah.
What's one of some of the terrible things that have happened to you guys touring?
So, I mean, the worst show we ever fucking played was Butzer Fest. It's an alcohol-free festival. And we'd just come from playing with Bring Me the Horizon. It was one of the wildest gigs we've ever played, and we had this really long, epic intro tape and stuff. And the whole set was
embarrassing. Thinking
it's
about
horrible.
It.
The whole set was panned out for this really epic. We walk on stage, and this fucking and it went down a storm at Bring Me the Horizon, and then we went to Butzer Fest, and we didn't change the set. We didn't think about it. A week later, turn up, and it's this massive tent. and there's maybe 10 people in it, and it's fucking huge tent. But it's because it was white and it was a really sunny day, everything was just so light. So you just look like you're basically on stage at like a greenhouse grocer or something. I don't really know. And we walk on stage with this epic intro, and I just felt so fucking stupid
Just
on there. There was a
instantly
click track coming out the front of the PA.
Oh.
My in-ears weren't working. Ryan, our guitarist, normally does backing vocals, and he just felt embarrassed, so he just didn't do any. So I'm like, there's a part in the set, or there was a part in the set where he takes over like the lead vocal. I point at him, and he's just like, nope. Like, what the fuck are you doing, mate? And just to make it even better, I look out in the crowd, and there's like 3 people I went to school with who fucking hated me at school, and they're out in the crowd of the 10 people. Some girl that I went to uni with is there, and I'm just like, this is fucking horrendous. And I didn't know what to do, so I started running round on the floor. At one point, I laid down on the floor, and I think I started swimming on the grass, and I was just going, what am I doing?
You were on the back of our tour manager at one point as well.
If I give it up now, I'm going to look more stupid, so you need to own it. So I stayed down there
Oh,
for
we
a
owned
bit.
it.
It was
We owned it.
fucking awful. And it was
Yeah, it was
alcohol free, so everyone was completely sober going.
sober.
Right.
What are they doing?
And
Oh,
he's
it's horrible.
swimming.
We
Right.
did there was another one. We did Hellfest in France, like probably one of the biggest shows we've ever done to date. And second song in, Yusuf, our guitarist, amp just decides to die, like just dies, like for the whole set. He's just not got a guitar. There's just a camera in his face filming him, and we got like
There's a camera literally like right on him,
Oh, those
going
big
out to the. It was
cameras.
on the main stage as well, so it's a big old show.
I really felt for him because and then throughout the whole set, I'm not concentrating on what I'm doing. I'm just watching him just struggle, and I just can't help him at all. I'm like,
That was the same
this
show where I
sucks.
like came to terms with the fact that I was going to shit myself. It wasn't if, it was when. Like, it's happening. I don't know if it's going to happen now or in 3 minutes.
forgot
but I
that
am
part.
pulling at
That's-
some point during the show.
Was that show?
Yeah, I was on stage
Amazing.
going, it's happening. Like,
What a show!
So I'm
What a
just like
show.
fucking waddling around like a penguin on stage. Like, the camera's focused on Yusef. I didn't, but
held it
That's
in.
good.
yeah.
I remember just coming off stage after like, oh, let's just get drunk. Like let's forget that ever. It was really hot.
And the
as well.
day before that was it was a couple of days before that. I went and covered for Keith Buckley from Every Time I Die, and I had I think it was like 24 hours notice to learn these 2 songs. So I was like, fuck, rehearsing them. Just got to the bit, and I think it's We Are Wolves, like big old show in Belgium, Grass Pop, and the bit where it goes, hey there girls, I'm a cunt, and I'm right at the front of the stage, and I headbang, and I just fell straight off stage. I've got a video of it, it's classic. Yeah.
You guys have had some moments, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's probably plenty more as well, but
Grant fell over the other night in Minneapolis as well. Started doing an Angus Young on the floor.
There you go.
so
Yeah.
funny, man.
Just turn into the skid, man.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
funny.
Even if you shit yourself, just turn it to the skid.
There you go.
Sorry.
Joke.
We good? Everyone loves a shit joke. I don't know what it is. Everyone does it. That's maybe what it
it's
is.
like no matter how old I get, like I'm still gonna laugh.
Yeah,
at
yeah.
shit jokes.
I got
Like,
shit stories,
Yeah.
fucking up to the 9s for shit stories.
well,
but
we'll save that
maybe for another
time.
time.
You guys are crushing it on the road right now. What do you got coming up for the immediate future?
So we finish off this tour in like 2 weeks with Crown the Empire and We Came as Romans, and then we go and do loads of off dates with like Of Mice and Men, Secrets, Hands Like Houses,
Yeah, little
loads of
mishmash.
other fucking bands I
Yeah,
can't remember
yeah.
right now. We do some major festivals, so like Rockville, Epicenter, and Sonic Temple. Then we go home, and then we do like the Slam Dunk, which is like the kind of second biggest festivals for like heavy music over in the UK. Do a show with Bullet, go out we go to Europe for a bit.
Yeah, we go to Europe for
I
a
think
bit.
we just got a show with Disturbed. I don't know if I'm supposed to announce that, but that's
Yeah.
fucking cool.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Main support to like 7,000 people
which would be quite cool.
in Budapest.
It's just it's festival season really, so it's
Yeah.
kind of just like doing little mishmashes of like shows and things like that. So yeah,
And then trying to come back here basically as soon as possible. That is the vibe.
as soon as possible.
Well, I was glad to see that you guys are on the Sonic Temple roster. We go out there every year, so I'll see you guys out
Awesome.
there.
Fucking
It's
A.
gonna be
Yeah,
freaking
yeah.
awesome.
Great lineup as well.
Hell yeah. And
Great lineup.
just looking forward to seeing you guys kick ass tonight.
Thanks, brother.
I hope
Yeah.
we do. I hope none of what we've just explained happens. It
Nobody-
doesn't usually
Nobody
happen.
fall down.
Yeah,
no one
yeah.
shoot yourself. All
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
No cheats.
This doesn't usually happen. This sounds like this happens all the time. It doesn't. I promise.
You shit yourself.
I'm
all
sure
the
it's
time.
gonna be
What are you on
amazing.
Shut up, man.
All right. The band is Shapes. The album is Greater Than. It's out now. Harry, Griffin, guys, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you, dude. Thank
We
you.
are the guys. He's Harry. Thanks.
That's great.